Sun, surf, and sport are part of the everyday lifestyle. And what could be better than to have all of this in your very own backyard? Well, we're about to take you inside this beachfront property, located on some of the most expensive real estate in all of Southern California. It's on the market for just over $3 million. Let's check it out. This stretch of golden sand has long been the stomping grounds of the Hollywood elite. Respecting the tradition and history of the Gold Coast, owner David Sharp reinterpreted the California tradition of an oceanside getaway.
This is a little new version of a beach house. It's old world Mediterranean on the beach, cozy and comfortable and warm.
Now, you lovingly restored this house. What was here initially?
This was a 1924 home that was severely impacted by the earthquake in 1994. And I came in and bought the house and gutted the entire inside and kept the original footprint and redeveloped it as a old world Italian villa on the beach.
And you got that right. I mean, there are so many touches. My eyes initially drawn to this fireplace. This looks like something you brought in from Tuscany.
This actually is a piece that was bought here in this country, as with everything in this home, that is comprised of a variety of sands compressed into a form, and we then antique it to match an original piece and colorization that you would find in palaces in Italy back in the 15th, 16th century.
The warm Tuscan colors on the walls of this home turned out to be the most difficult part of David's project.
I spent 3 months on the paint, and the reason was we developed a technique that is what's called a faux paint, but many leaves a pattern where you see white and a cloud effect, and I wanted to create here an old plaster effect. And to do that, it took 4 or 5 layers of technique of using tints, not paint. And we chose a color that we felt would complement trying to create a warm, cozy environment on the beach.
Oversized, custom-made furniture adds to that coziness. There are only 5 pieces in this room, yet each one is inviting. Leaded windows and the rustic coffered ceiling adds to the old-world charm of this home. Let's look at these tiles. I want to see these up close.
Okay.
Are these hand-laid, teeny-tiny mosaic tiles?
These are mosaic tiles that are hand-laid. However, when they come in sheets that have already been laid in sheets, so all we have to do is put it into a thin set.
The tiles and columns separate the dining room, yet leave it open for easy entertaining.
One of the objectives, casually sophisticated. We're a beach house and wanted to keep it beachy, so the fabric is a chenille, which gives warmth and coziness.
David had the large oak dining room table custom made. Even the sconces and chandelier were made to his specifications.
What we did is we found photographs in magazines that we found attractive and brought them to local manufacturers and reproduced them at a fair cost.
Now, when you say a fair cost, is it actually cheaper to do custom? Because I think most people think custom is, you know, always more expensive.
If you can find your own design idea without the use of an interior designer, you're actually eliminating that markup. Why don't we go into the kitchen?
Absolutely. Oh, this is a nice wide corridor kitchen. Tell me about some of the surfaces here. This is really unusual. Is this painted on the top?
That painted limestone accent surrounded by French limestone. The counters are slab French limestone. And the cabinets are distressed and antique to appear older, consistent with the age of the home and the period that we're trying to create the overall feel in the house.
David used a very functional ceramic tile for the kitchen floor. Each tile is aged, distressed, and put through a colorization process to give it the appearance of limestone. But as we move into the more formal entry, David chose a more traditional Italian flooring.
This is a stone that's probably one of the most popular in Italy. It's called Rosa Verona. What we did, we bought it in slabs and cut it into 18-inch squares, created this traditional Italian pattern with limestone and a black marble inset, and voila, you have an original 15th century floor here.
Wrought iron stair railing is also aged to add to the atmosphere of the home, and this imposing light fixture was again custom made. There are 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths in this oceanfront villa.
This is the master suite. I would say that the most exciting thing about this room would have to be the view. Again, we have a large mouth fireplace, which is somewhat similar to the one downstairs. And we got 2 very comfortable sitting and reading chairs that enable you to just sit and relax and take in the view. You're paying for the view. You may as well take it in as much as you can.
You know, David, this has got to be the fantasy of every Southern Californian, to have a place out here on the beach. Thanks for sharing the view and the beautiful house.
That's a pleasure.